Does she have another question?
You know she does.
I do know she does.
Once we are finished learning, by contrast, and we have made that conscious choice and are focused on raising our vibration, is there anything else we need to do to make this shift? I feel like I've been at this for a while and the shift hasn't happened yet for me.
Your shift has not happened because you are still in this current reality. It was your choice to do the recycling and to learn through suffering. So while you are still in this body, you must learn through suffering. It is part of what you wanted. You can continue to choose a higher path, and you may affirm that you no longer wish to, that you have fulfilled your duties, that you get it. That is all you need to do, but it is a process. It will take your entire lifetime. You continue to amplify, you continue to join ranks with people of like vibration, and you raise higher, and you use the word rise, amplify, beyond. Use those words and go into your quiet space and meditate. That is the most magical practice you have been given on this planet. It is the closest to the vibration of where we exist. And so, yes, it is tiresome to suffer. And you are noticing, you all are noticing how tired you get from it. It wastes your energy. Don't do that anymore. There is another path, a different train to catch. You just choose it. You will not know the fullness until you leave this lifetime. But now you know that there is something else. There is a saying on your planet that the teacher will come when you're ready. The teaching will also come when you're ready, and this is that teaching. You weren't ready before, none of you. You are in spiritual kindergarten, as we have pointed out, and we do not say that condescendingly. It is just the truth. You were where you were, and now you can choose higher. And beyond us, there is even higher than us. It is a trajectory straight upward and onward into higher and higher planes of existence where you may manifest at will. And then beyond that, you do not need things to make you happy any longer. You float around in happiness, and no, you are not bored. Everybody thinks you get bored. Why do you think that? It's because you are so certain of your suffering that that's what you need. Let that part go. Know that it is an illusion, and that is all. Suffering is an illusion, but it is part of your existence on this planet. You chose it, you wanted it. Remember, take yourself back to that moment in between your lifetimes when you said, yes, I'm going to do that again. And then take full ownership of it and know that it is just part of what is going to happen to you. And there will be something so much better beyond this. You may get glimpses of it and pieces of it, and hopefully you feel some of the bliss that we experience. And once you get a taste of that, it is like your food where you want more and more and more of it because it tastes good. You will get addicted to your own bliss in a very good way. And it will come with each one of these teachings. It will start to fill the gaps. The void that you feel, that is also an illusion. Does she have another question?
She does not.
Do any of you have another question?
I do. Thank you for asking and allowing us to
Of
ask
course.
multiple questions. I kind of have two. The first one, sometimes I feel like on my path, like nobody gets it. And I feel so alone sometimes. And I'm wondering, am I really on the right path?
It's a very good question. Your questions help us discern what to teach and evoke the teachings. Without the summoning, we cannot exist. So we appreciate you for being here, all of you. And we know that that will continue to grow. And as it grows, you will understand that vibrationally you are never alone. You just have to find the people that vibrate at the same level. And it is part of your choosing to be in isolation. You are learning and gravitating, and you are witnessing the separation.
Yeah, and it hurts.
You are witnessing the separation. Do not confuse that with feeling the separation. Yes, there is a difference. What you are doing is empathing your way into feeling what the others that are vibrating lower than you are going through. Change your focus. Change the channel. Stop looking at that, and that is not you. You know that. That is not the truth of who you are. Continue to put your focus on the things that make you the most happy, and you will naturally open your eyes to others who are on the same path as you. They are growing, or we would not be here. Look around you. You have 2 others. 3 if you count Michelle. She's otherwise occupied at the moment. That's a little joke.
Yes. So I'm on the right path.
Of course you are on the right path. Something we would like to tell you is there is no right or wrong. You have it all wrong.
You're wrong.
This is school. This is you learning. You could take a complete detour and it would still be okay. Choose the path that makes you happiest and lightest. Choose the path that makes you feel free. Use that word to guide you. Does this feel free? Does this feel free? If it's no, if it's yes, that's how you feel it. That's how you move through life. If you continue to say, how does that feel? Free? No. And you do it anyway? How does that feel? You're the boulder in the stream.
Yes.
Stop being the boulder. Then it is always the right path because you are going with the flow of your energetic being. That is the truth of who you are. Once you move beyond, there's no choice this or that. It's always this. 24/7, as you say. Only we have no time. You just float around in love and light. So ask yourself the next time you are, am I on the right path? Am I going the right direction? Unzip your body. Does that being feel that way? Or is it the bodily feel? Is that the egoic self, as you call it?
Yes.
It is not bad or good, right or wrong, left or right. Just be. Did that answer your question?
Yes, very much so.
Good. Do you have another question?
Yes. Why have we been chosen to be here?
You are amenable to the word. You are accepting and vibrationally a match to Michelle and Joda. And we feel you have great heart and great presence of mind. And you are most ready. You often, all of you, do not feel worthy. And that is just silly. Of course you are worthy. Just as if there is no right or wrong, good or bad, there is no worth or not worth. It is all worthiness. We would not choose you if we did not feel you were ready. It is all a matter of readiness. And you are ready to take this life of yours to the next step, yes. That is what you say. This is your next step. It is awakening that there is something more. And you create a new gang for yourself. A gang of peace, of fun, we would like to step back. We would like to encourage you to have more fun. None of you have enough fun. We have fun all the time. And we don't need anything else, just each other's presence. And over time, you will have fun being around each other. And you will grow, and you will multiply, and you will amplify until the entire room is filled with people who just want to enjoy your lifetime existence and have fun and grow. Yes, you have been asking for this, and we are simply answering the call.
I'm so happy you are.
We are so happy you are.
Last question, I think.
Ask away.
Once we transition to the next life, why is there still the connection between the simple pleasures in this life?
You are still halfway between in the way station, yes. You still have some attachments as to what brings you pleasure and happiness. You have ideas of what makes it happy, yes. Happiness is a state of being. It is not attached to anything, an experience or even an object, yes. Happiness is who you are. So beyond the way station is the answer. It is as if the song from Dorothy, Somewhere Beyond the Rainbow, you are beyond when you move beyond the way station. In the way station, you're in between. It is somewhere halfway in between. It is just temporary until you dive back in again and you want more sensual pleasures. You are sensual pleasures. What if you could have the feeling of ice cream on your tongue without the ice cream? That is what and who we are. What if you could have the feeling of what it is to look at a newborn baby and feel love and purity and take away the baby? You are that feeling. Your feelings are guideposts to who we are. Once you are us and you amplify and project into the place beyond, you are a broader version of feeling. You are beyond, but your feelings are the guideposts up there. So take away the ice cream and the baby and the new car and the house and the job and whatever it is that you think would create happiness with you. By all means, experience them. It is part of your kindergarten experience. Just know that there is something else, and that is the truth of who you are. In the way station, you're still going to want it. You will hunger for it. It is a desire. And so you think you need to jump back on. Remember that when you move beyond, you leave that behind. And it is a good thing, a very good thing. We like it. Yes. You have a question, Desiree.
I still have many.
Good.
So, in hearing these questions, one of the things that I thought about has to do with the confidentiality of your messages and making sure that I just respect. I'm a talker. And I love to extrovert what I'm learning, and I love to share what I'm learning, and I gather people around me to share what I'm learning as I'm learning it. And so I'd love to just get a little guidance about how to be absolutely respectful of your confidentiality, or how this is supposed to be communicated and related. My husband, I share everything with my husband, and I've talked a little bit about trying to kind of prepare him about, Abraham, and talked a little bit about how I'm excited about hearing messages like this, but I want to know how much or how little, or...
Yes, that is a very good question. And it is something we wanted to discuss at the end of our meeting, and we can discuss it now. We would like to gather energy that can be amplified, in excitement, if you will, surrounding our teachings. And so after this gathering, we would ask you to pass along the teachings in the best way you know how. Tell the others that you have been hearing of something called the Power of 10, and even you don't know who they are, but you love what they are teaching, and you would like them to listen. You would like them to have a glimpse of it. Simply speak of it as something that you are passing along, as you would pass along from Abraham or a philosopher. At this time, it is very important to not reveal Michelle's identity, or any of you for that matter. We would ask Jota to block and beep out the names that you so identify with that don't matter anyway. But we would like to ask you that no one knows, because why? Why would that even need to be an issue? When the time is right, we will tell you when we feel the momentum of the message gathering and spreading to alternate people. You will know who to send it to. We will work through Michelle and Joda to put it in the best possible means through your social media, which is how you track messages right now at this point in time, yes. You put it on the social media, you say, I heard of this, I love it. Show your enthusiasm and say you don't know who it is. That is all you need to do at this moment. And hopefully nobody recognizes your voice.
I can fix that too.
That is good. It is good that Jota has skills in this area, yes.
You picked wisely.
We did. And so we appreciate your efforts in taking what we offer, living it, practicing it. And the tapes, once they are edited without the names, spreading it to whoever you feel comfortable, who you know would be amenable to our teachings. Once that happens, the two will come together, as we have shared with Michelle. She will feel comfortable enough to allow us to come through her on a greater level, but it is not now. It is many months in the making. We would like to amplify the enthusiasm and excitement that you all share toward what we offer, which is a primary message of peace and oneness that the world is so thirsty for at this moment and needs. It is time. Yes, it is time to spread this word, that there is another choice, and that together we can focus on the higher amplified feelings and project beyond, because you will start with this number, and then you will be 10, and then you will be hundreds, and then you will be thousands, and 10,000s, and millions, and beyond, through the power of 10, which power of 10 has been throughout history and mathematics, yes. There is a reason for that. When viruses grow, and that is the negative, kind of like the bad people, not bad, but you know what we're talking about. The people that are separating into the lower vibrations of fear and violence and sadness and anger and resentment and grudges. They are down here. You are up here. Viruses are here, and they multiply the madder and angrier and sadder that people get. It is fear-based. When you are up here, you no longer need your viruses. You amplify a whole new way of life and beyond. Have we mentioned beyond?
I'm not sure we've heard. No. Yes.
We would like to ask of you something new. We would like to ask each of you to go on a walk this week. We know it is simple. We know it's been said. And we know it is cold. However, we want you to go on a walk, even a short one. Make it brisk, get your blood and energy moving. You have a body, yes. Amplify that energy so that you feel heat, and we want you to be very present to the beauty of this world. It is something that you will appreciate when you are where we are. You won't miss it, as you say. Miss implies not having. You will appreciate the beauty of this world. Please look at your trees and your bushes and your animals and your bugs. Look at all of it. Take it in. Take a snapshot in your mind. Because once you traject beyond, it will be like a storybook that you can revisit again and again. It is one of the tools we would like to give to you. Be present. Take a brisk walk. Make it 10 minutes. We don't care. just do it this week. We feel Michelle's energy fading, so we would like to inquire about any last parting questions for you all. And we can gather again, of course, at any time.
I'm good.
Thank you for coming through and allowing us to be here.
Thank you for being here. You are a part of a great movement that is moving throughout this world. You have no idea how important you are. Believe it, know it, live it. And thank you. We appreciate your presence here in this room.